Akihimura/Ken Akiyama for another episode of Ocean Avenue. Hearing this music sounds very complex sports-like, which is fitting. Now this is a new build, different from the old one I have. And there'll be some new art, though I may have to start from scratch just to see what's different from the old build. I'm just gonna go through it, but if you want to talk to me about the comments about not worrying about the old builds, just let me know, okay? I'm just gonna start from scratch. September 7, Monday. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've done this, since having to do a lot of Your Turn to Die. Let me see if I I'm supposed to click it. Yep, off to a great start again. I know, people. Is Marcus here already? I thought he was coming in a half hour. I should get my backpack on then. As I reach for the dark green bag propped under the kitchen table, I glance at my phone. Oh! Wait. I like the new art style. Whoever the new artist is, I gotta look it up later. Gotta look up who it is and give a shout out to them. And get a shout out to you too, Dirk, for keeping this going as long as you can. Turns out my email notification, why did I make this the default tone? The message is from NBL Pro Tour Jobs. My heart begins to race. I've been waiting for them to get back to me for 2 weeks now. Why haven't they emailed me until now? They told me to give them a week. Dear Evan, we appreciate your interest joining the National Beach League Volleyball Tour crew. We have numerous applicants apply, and we're thoroughly amazed with what everyone brought to the table. We were impressed by the list of accomplishments and qualifications. However, we will not be moving you forward with your applications for this upcoming spring season. There were many tough cuts made while selecting our candidates. We hope to hear from you again for future seasons and wish you the luck with your career journey. The rest of the email contains the interviews, contacts, and other company info. The email thread to prior emails, which has my original applicants and interviewed respectfully. Like that face though. Looks like the summer was perfect record for internships. I closed the email along the app window. Nothing like getting a motivational speech before you play. The biggest kicker is that I'm going to the beach today to play. Yeah, motivational. I sit on that job for the past 2 years. Once I was finally qualified, though, I applied. Yeah. Off to a great start as usual. I spent that time coaching youth teams and running my own events. I was sure the later one would have been them sold. I guess not. I slid my phone into my right pocket and proceeded to doze off, resting my hand on my arms above the counter. The intro was more pumped than the last one. I mean, the intro of the title screen, guys, not me. I wake up to someone knocking from the outside. My heart skips a beat. Is it Marcus again? I get out of my chair and promptly head to the door. It's a good thing I had nothing else to do earlier. The perks of fun employment. Ooh, still a pretty looking house. At the door, I greeted by a German Shepherd 6 inches taller than me. Hello, Marcus. Good to see you again. Since I'm the only one home for now, I have to locked up in the house before leaving. After which we chat. Hey. Good to see you again. Hey! How have you been, Marcus? I haven't seen you in a month. I'm doing all right. I wish I didn't have to take that summer course. Oh, look at him holding his arm like that. I feel bad for you, man. I've been then before. What's it for? General Ed. My spring professor was awful. Did you have to? Yeah, history teachers are tense at St. Vincent. I imagine. Marcus holds up his key fob and unlocks his car. We close the door and buckle up in before resuming. Look at, I see that smile though. They really improved a lot. Dirk, they improved a lot for you. I do love your art, Dirk. Don't get me wrong. I'm still jealous that you've been at uni all these years. I'm not sure how much longer I could stand living with my family. Don't I know the feeling? Yeah, I can relate to you. I mean, I went to college, but I graduated too, but that's for a topic for another time. We went to the high school together and then went our own ways once we graduated. I spent the next 2 years at community college while Marcus spent those years already at a university. However, since transferring to St. Vincent this year, we'll be back together unlike his family. I can't afford 4 years of university. I'm still grateful that my parents are helping me pay for college, though Lord knows where I'd be otherwise. Ooh. If that doesn't scream hashtag relatable to many people who's watching this, I don't know who. Marcus starts the car and exits the driveway, heading towards the main throughout the hometown, and finally chimes in. I can try to read as fast as I can to not waste more hours than I need to, since I've gone through this. Did you ever hear back from the NBL? I winced and he poked into the fresh wound. Yeah? Oh. Sorry, man. Thanks, I guess. This wasn't my year. It means I have more time to get familiar with St. Vincent. Marcus nods, looking back at the road, staring at him for an extra second. I can't get the nagging voice out of my head. You need to get the internship now, Evan. They won't hand you a job on a golden platter once you graduate. Oof. Thanks, Dad. Love you too. Rays of light beam through the windshield as we go down the sizzling freeway. Not only is the asphalt suffering a heat stroke, but so am I. I never been fond of scorching sun. Still hashtag relatable. But I have my reasons to suffer through it. For the game. God, it's hot out there. I mean, look at you. I'd be dying if I had all that fur. My eyes toward the temperature gauge, 84 Fahrenheit. Disgusting. My attention diverts as the sound as bells rumbles under the car. Reminds me why we're going today, I remarked as I get out my flask and leather seats are roasting my legs. It was only a day I could invite enough guys without all the courts being taken. Most of the time, the frat house invade them with their beer dive tables. Ooh, fun. I hate it when they leave their single cups on the courts. But the dirt bags, aren't they? Well, that's what you get when you put up with a university next to a beach. Oof, they are evil. Some of their houses at the right along the side of the shores. It's not uncommon to see frats and sororities have these all day. Thank God for my college for not having those things. Much be a nice lifestyle for them, I'll say. I could only get 2 guys to come with me. Sorry about that. No, but you'll meet the rest of them eventually. Probably from the next bit, probably in this build later on. Hopefully there's more content I got in there. You don't have to apologize for them. I get it. It doesn't help that it's Labor Day weekend. They're either gone physically or mentally. Oof. I could see why, but it shocked me that Vic could still come today. Vic, you'll meet him today. Good old Vic again, being a silly. Hope we see Alex again, if that's his name again. Sounds like you found enough parties. At least I'll have another connection. Being a transfer, I'm gonna need all the connections I can get here. Knowing Marcus is a good start, although that's a given for me. Sorry, it's got something gagging in my stomach. I ate a lot. The next few minutes drag on. The outside ambulance takes over. It isn't until halfway through our 75-minute drive that we break the silence again. Such a long road trip. So, what position do these guys play for indoor? They're both middles. Great. Got a problem with middles? Not with part-timers. You know they don't count. I was probably the only one that could pass on our high school team. I remember when you shocked the coach at tryouts. He can pass too. I put the gruff voice as extended my forearm upward, shaking them back and forward as I put on towards Marcus. He replies with a huskier voice, more accurate to how our coach sounded. I haven't seen a tall guy pass the well since Dalcaster signed him up for the beach. the two of us chuckle as we reminisce about junior year. If only he knew that we played beach volleyball together since freshman year. Dude, I was so hyped indoor that season. Remember all the high fives we came up and when we subbed in for each other? You mean like scissor fist bump? The scissor bump? I started to mimic the moves, intersecting my elbows and twisting my upper body sideways. We looked so graceful out there. Marcus continues laughing as he rolls his eyes and starts to smile. Your dad was so pissed when we did that. I will not have my son looking like a ballerina out there. He's already playing a girl's sport. Wow. Wow. Sounds like a misogynist. Then the grin he worked out suddenly wiped off his face. His lips now pursed and angled down slightly. Crap, my bad. Way to go, dude. Don't worry about it, man. Man, it was pretty funny. Yeah. It sucks that one of the only times we were both starters, there were a couple of reasons for that. Was it the same year we made the varsity beach team? Yeah, I remember to have their matches with you. All we ever did was mess around with the starters, the sidelines. Didn't they try pairing you up with our other middle? It's pretty common to see in door programs attempts to make their taller guys into volleyball players, usually with a little success. Marcus is still recalling it. Excuse me, guys, I will stop this video for a moment just to see my laundry. Hello, guys, I'm back. And I'm just going to continue reading this. It's pretty common to see indoor programs attempt their tall guys into beach volleyball players, usually with a little success. Marcus is still recalling it. Sorry, something come up for a second. I'll keep reading as much as I can. And then you have to take most of the court or service receive. Yep, God, that was such a pain. He rolls his eyes and smirking a little. If you weren't driving right now, I'm sure you would love to reenact it. You're probably gonna need to today. Well, they are not that bad. Unlike high school, they actually teach everyone how to pass. Marcus diverts my attention as we get off the exit. He gestures at the ocean, which is bordering the road we are on. You took me to the ocean beach this way before. Didn't you take me to this road to get to orientation? Sorry, gotta cut audio again. No, cut recording again. I'm back again. I'm gonna continue reading this. Sorry, I just had a lot of messages to deal with. Hopefully, I can continue reading through this. Didn't you take the road to get to orientation? Well, yeah, but that's because there was the construction that day. I didn't know you could drive straight to Ocean Beach from here. Yeah, you'll get used to it. I better. I imply as I brush it off with a chuckle. Before you know it, you'll have to get this route memorized like the back of your hand. It took me 3 months to memorize it by heart. Now it's like going on autopilot. Yeah, isn't that crazy? We'll be going to the same university in a couple of weeks. Yay. I turn it to the left, eyeing the view of the distant campus. It sure is a beauty. Looks nice. It's a. It takes us about 10 minutes to finally reach the campus. In sight are the two of the physical science buildings along some sorts of study hall connecting them. How will I be able to navigate this place? Unfortunately, I have GPS himself sitting next to me. That's good. These buildings are the engineering courses. If only my art courses were as close to the beach. You are still doing art in college? I mean, that's great, man. I just thought I'm still doing it. Not sure how much longer, though. Don't worry about it. Dad hasn't taken much notice of it. If I had anything to complain about, it would be the fact that it's on the other side of the campus facing the mountains. Any reasons why art buildings are on the mountainside? Mark is pondering the question, giving it some thought before giving me the answer. In the matter of fact, fashion, supposedly to help the artist get in the zone. In general, it's much quieter than the ocean side. I can respect that. Huh? Well, that does make sense considering the ocean attracts students like moths. Yeah, right? More people just gravitate towards the beach. Plus, I've heard that the art department got the shot end of the stick when they were being built. That sucks. Not that. Like, I have a problem with that. They have the trails. They there I can hike after class. Sorry, a lot happened during the cuts. I just need to take a quick breather. That's cool, man. It's probably one of the best. Only art students who uses it, though. Not everyone grew up in an outdoorsy family like you. Whatever you say, tent master. I blush and cover my face as Marcus brings up the memory how I was supposed to know where the extra pole went. I nearly suffocated when it collapsed. No, you didn't. You weren't inside the beast. All I had to do was inside the entrance. It took you 10 minutes. Seconds. I couldn't breathe through it. Thank you, game, for making me feel better. We continued to banter about my near-death experience the rest of the way. By the time we parked, I'm already exhausted. As Mark gets shipped to the car in the park, I grab the backpack between the legs, placing it on my lap. He hops out in the car, retrieves the backpack, and me's back filled with balls. Since we got the spot close to the sand, it only takes us a minute to find an open court. You better not mention this to the guys. That face. Your silence speaks volumes. Silence can't talk. Says you. Says my whole being. Oh my god. That you know what I meant. Back to this again. Which means I'm gonna have to do a lot of reading for the game. Hopefully they put a lot of detail into this. We start to unpack our stuff. A couple minutes passed by before anyone showed up. The first guy to show up was a lanky lion and a couple of inches taller than Marcus. He approached us, walking at somewhat slow stride. He looks down at most of us, not breaking contact with the ground until he gets within the foot of the court. After it's given it some thought, the lion opened his mouth. Hey! It's good to see you again. Hello. What's your name? The phrase comes out staggered as soon as he finished the sentence. His eyes wavered towards the ocean. My name's Evan. Evelyn? No, no, that's my sister. No, Evan. Oh, nice to meet you, Evan. Nice to meet you too. I forgot to say I'm Kenneth. Ugh, I feel disappointed in myself not remembering your name, Kenny. I'm so sorry, but everyone calls me Kenny. Apparently I forgot since the last build. The lion scratches the back of his neck, visibly regretting his blunder. Once again his focus wavered off the time towards the net. Okay, pleasure to meet you, Kenny. So, bye. Come talk to me again, and please don't throw up again. You will, though. He still distanced even after delivered my retort. Kenny moves on and from me and walking towards the pole our bags are at. As he gets there, he puts his backpack down and starts looking at his phone. After acknowledging Marcus, Kenny continues to check his phone. Marcus walks to me, moving us a few feet away from Kenny. Don't worry about it. Sometimes he has a hard time picking up things. Oh, that's not a problem. Is he any different when he plays? A little bit. A conversation drops the minutes until I come up with another question. Sorry about that, guys. I think I need to read through with their voices now. How did you guys meet? We both meet. We both play on the beach in indoors club beach teams. Wait, you guys have a beach team? Yeah. Really? My community college didn't have a beach team. Yeah. Kenny's a year behind us, but when he joined last year, we became well acquainted. He's pretty chill once you get to know him. Just takes a while to open up. I gotta keep that in mind. What a relief. I thought I gave off bad vibes or something. I looked towards Kenny. He's still on his phone, but now he's starting to swipe at it. Apparently playing something. Marcus cues me to walking back with him so we could visit with Kenny. Once we start heading back, Kenny swiftly puts his phone away, acknowledging the subtle grin. How you been, Kenny? It's been 3 months since we last hang out. It really has. I was working on a piece for school. I can't get my mind off of it. That's cool. After the slight lull, Marcus brings back into the conversation. Marcus maybe starting up the early will help us beat Lowe's Aldos this year. That would be nice. You were great matchups against the middle of but their damn right sides drove me nuts. I thought you did a good job with them. I guess. Marcus trails off, shrugging off the compliment. But when I rotated to the back of the row, it was hell defending against them. Didn't help our other outsides were half a foot shorter than like your friend. Kenny nonchalantly points at me with his palms up. He's calling me short. Short people can block too. Just because I lack height doesn't mean I can't compete with you. I sighed. Don't think about it, Evan. There's more to you than there's more to you than your link. Oh, Evan, I forgot to tell you. I've been back playing outside now, for the most part. Marcus rolls his eyes benevolently. I expect Kenny's expression to lightly up after it reverts back into the plain stare. That's nice. I knew what you hated, playing middle. If I haven't played club during high school, I would have gone insane. There were many times Marcus forced to play for our high school team. I don't know if he would still be playing today if he had joined a club team. Don't mind me as I'm gonna adjust some things right now. Just my sitting. I just need to get comfortable. Maybe that's my problem. I don't know if he should still be playing today if he haven't joined a club team. He's still taking me back an old nostalgia train. Did you also play the club back in high school, Kenny? Excuse me. He looked familiar, but then again, I counted a million faces at these club tournaments. Not really. I just started playing volleyball until I was 17. My dad thought I was too big not to be playing a sport. Three of us give a brief chuckle. I only played for my high school team. Oh, I guess I wasn't that notable. He wasn't. He's not that notable. Usually, guys that tall are idols to the volleyball scene. Kenny looked back down into his phone. Still hashtag relatable. I thought we had four. Be here by four. He holds his phone, give a quizzical expression. 419. Who's supposed to be in fourth place? The first person. Vic. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Whoever this Vic person was, he's living up to some sort of expectation. Oof. Sounds very reliable to me. You bet I am. I feel a weight suddenly land on my right shoulder as I flinch and nearly somersaulted as I fall forward onto the sand. Once I finish landing, I crawl on the back with a massive hyena looking down at me. Jesus Christ! He's huge! Are you Vic? Are you the beach on the beach patrol? No. Then it's a pleasure to meet you. The hyena envelops my hand in his as he gives a firm handshake. Businessman Pyre for I feel like a miniature doll in comparison. Oof. The full name is Victor. But you can call me Victor Victorious. Stinky. No one calls me Stinky. Wait, what? Kenny looks away, an expression mixed between abashed and amused. Vic inhales quickly. Just call me Vic. That's what I normally go by. All the commotion diverted my attention away from the fifth person sitting along Vic, dragging a cooler with wheels. They appeared to be white vixen about my height, wearing a t-shirt and short shorts. Hello. It's it's this. Is this why you asked me if I was on beast patrol? I pointed towards the head that to the cooler, and Vixen is pulling. Vic slightly lowers his voice, but raises his pitch. Maybe. He grins at and he then looks back at me. Marcus looks a little displeased, slightly slyly as he speaks. Again, Victor? Don't act like you don't take from the pot. Vic raised his eyebrow, raising his upper lip. Are you gonna introduce me to your friend, Vic? The attention towards the vixen, who finally breaks their silence. Oh, she looks pissed. Wow. I'm not even poor enough to introduce. They get up to tipsy toes and lean, attempting to whack Vic on the back of the head. Well, they got his neck in it was attempt. Ow, Selma, what was that for? That was your name, Selma. Good to see you again. Now you took away the chance to introduce myself. Unbelievable. This will be a new voice now. Selma sighs. They are about to elbow Vic into the side before thwarting their attempt mid-motion. Thankfully, the two self-diffuse the situation, dissipating any possible tension. You spaz. Psh, you oaf. I'm sorry, Evan. She's a handful. You talk like you aren't yourself. Selma grins as Vic placed an over her. He got in the last laugh as he stared. As he gives her an arm, a tiny flick. Selma rolls her eyes before redirecting her attention back to us. I ignored the obvious how did you guys meet question, saving it for another time. I don't want to make it awkward in case things were complicated. Marcus redirects the conversation back to volleyball. We should probably start soon. I'm sure the greenhouse are gonna kick us off within the next hour and a half. Once again, Kenny glances at his phone and reveals the time to 4:30. Feel free to hop in, Selma. I bet Vic will thank you later. Oh, please. Selma and I are inter-colleagues athletes. He daintily places his hand on his chest, pretending to act pompous. The two have laughed off at the remark as Marcus mouths to Selma. Blinks twice if you need help, who is more than happy to accept the request. The five of us walk onto the court. So, how are we gonna do this? We rotate around, so each of us sits out once. We don't have to play full games. Are you guys cool with a single games to 21? Everyone nods to the hymns in agreement. Alright, who wants to play with who? Before I continue, I'm gonna have to cut the audio one last time so I can even out the recording so I can make this a long episode as I can. After a break and a breather and a cool down, I think I'm ready to read at least 2 matches for the rest of the episode because I'm not sure if I could make it until I make it to the very last build for this episode. But the next episode, I will complete. By the next episode, I will complete all I have visited so far, so I can continue on with the story. Sorry, because I just want to see how it all looks with this new art that Dirk and some anonymous artists I don't know about make this. I gotta check their sources later. Everyone nods and hums in agreement. Alright, so who wants to play with who? I glance at the hyena. He's so tall and massive. He's a short boy's dream. Hey Vic, can I be your partner? Sorry, Evan, but I'm taken. Selma rolls her eyes and, well, Vic gives a wink. Sorry. I think I skipped a little bit for that. Of course you are. That's news for me. By who? Don't ask. I'm not going to open that can of worms then. We return to confusion, not for not sure how to do this. I mean, I could play with Marcus, but that might just be unfair. We probably have years of partnership experience over these guys, so I have to save him for last. Instead, I choose to play with someone new. I want to play with. Let me save. Again, see the old art style that Dirk had. And now I'm just ready to continue with Kenny, see if I can do his route. I might as well make it fair height-wise. I can't have a game of tall versus short. That wouldn't be a fair. You're kinda right. It would be a quick one, that's for sure. Short rallies with nothing but aces from short guys can kill from the tall guys. I'm sure I have to have kept up with you two. Kate squints at me. Man, this guy needs to have more faith in us short people. was it with his hedonism in sports? Maybe kinda, whatever. No use to thinking about it now. Yeah, you can count on me. I'll be by your side. You can count on me. Oh, he's so sweet. This is why I want to do his route. I'm stuck between Kenny and Marcus. Vic may be cute too, but I he is taken as it's been established. Huh? Nothing. He sheepishly smiles back at me. If y'all don't mind, I shall sit down. Our lab report. It shouldn't take me more than 15 minutes. And yet you spent 4 hours at last instead of visiting me. Ooh, I just got much as a pleasure from it. Sorry for the tech speedy for a little bit. I don't know what happened there. I think we should start before things get out of hand. So, ready to start? Yeah, ready when you are. Sure, 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 sure. When did Vic go? Let's let's get it! Get it on! Vic starts towards Marcus, throwing down a double-handed high five and proceeds to lap his half of the court. With the way Marcus reacted, the transaction looked pretty painful. At least he took it like a champ. After lapping the cord, Vic walks back into the center of its side. Okay, I'm ready. You guys want to serve? Nah, you guys can't have it. You should see Kenny serve. It whistles like a bullet. Looks like I made the right choice then. I assume you want to serve first then. Sure. I grab the ball laying from the mesh bag and toss it to Kenny. He gives the ball and spins it in his head and stops it with a slap. Looks like he has a routine with it too. It gets into position, ready to start. I signal to the other side with a thumbs up. Ooh, pretty art style this time. Oh, so this is how it works now. I get to see what they're doing. What I understand in volleyball is, like any sport, is it can't go out of the field, right? Or hit the ground at least. They just have to keep passing it forward towards each other until, yeah. Guys, ready? They both nod, found it with a yep. Time to get things rolling. Kenny gives the ball another slap. He takes a running start, hurling himself toward the tossing the ball up. The crack up of the wind, Kenny sends the ball beaming to the middle court between the two defenders. Oh, I see it now. Marcus takes the stab and serve at the serve, taking the seam between him and Vic. Woo! Oh no. He makes a contact, but sends it right back, putting it out of reach of his teammate. My bad, Vic. That serve takes getting used to. I turn back to Kenny, who is in the middle of the underhand fist bump. I walk towards him and I give him a high five. Nice serve, man. I reach my arm out, hoping to get my forearm slapped in return. Oh well, high fives are tricky to the master. After I get back into position, Marcus retrieves the ball and rolls it through my leg towards Kenny. Before he picks it up, Kenny bends down and rubs his hand together by his hips. Volleyball players in his routine. Without another word, Kenny starts his routine again. One spin, two slaps of the ball, and two-step running towards the toss. This time, Marcus is more fortunate returning the ball. Oh. Vic runs to the target and sets Marcus. Kenny is by the net now, lining himself with the two. Of course, I'm stuck with passing duty for the game. Kenny aligned his left arm with Marcus hitting the arm. I bunkered down on the line, ready to take the attack head on. Ah! That face, I see it over there. Oh, damn it, it's a roll shot. The ball sails over Kenny's hand and onto the short right side of the court. Alright, 1-1. They said 21, so 20 games to go. I ran the place knowing I had no chances of saving that one. Nice shot, Marcus. Thanks. Vic gives Marcus a stern look. How could you do me dirty like that? The set was butter. The set was butter. I did the wrong voice for that. My bad. Vic scrunches his shoulders, shrugging outwardly. Marcus helps lightheartedly. Wait a minute, I forgot to pick a side. Even if I dug that ball, we would have been clueless afterwards. I should have asked now at least. Hey Kenny, what side do you want to play? Dots? Are you fine playing on the left? Okay. Without hesitation, he walks over to my left, getting set for the next serve. That was easy. I'll take seam. I see that. See the face she shows. Okay. Gotta take this picture later. He replies using the same matter of fact tone as before, at least the complaint. Marcus is back to serve. Since he known him for so long, I know what's coming. Since I've known him for so long, I know it's coming. The flat float served to my right. How windy is it right now? I shoot my hand and grab the handful of sand and slowly releasing it to check the wind direction. East. He's going to let the wind shift my legs. I predicted Marcus serves it to the right sideline, sending it deep. Of course, he has to go from my weak spot. Oh. Fortunately, I detected it in time and cut it off, passing the ball to the middle of the court. Even then, it's hard for me to defend. I'm starting to get it now. Kenny changes the pass down and gets ready to set. He tries to setting it on the outside, but instead sends the low ball aimed beyond the sideline. Oh boy. I redirected my approach from moving sideways to give a decent attack. I have leaned to the right so I can hit the ball. Sadly, I only attacked to make it a predictable roll shot. I raised the left arm and swat at it. I hit a slow and low beat, but had enough to pace it to get over the neck to Vic. With ease, he passed the ball to Marcus. Ooh. Alright, Vic is inside it. So the set should be... Huh? Whoa! As soon as I touched my thoughts, Vic attacked to send the ball down to Kenny's sideline. Did he just hit the slide? How? I don't know, he's huge. Like a gorilla. Neither of us weren't even prepared to defend. Kenny has just gotten into the net while I was still running back. My bad, Kenny. I should have reset faster. Kenny two-faced at the point, acknowledging my comment, and then going back to pass. Dang, I'm more amazed than frustrated with that slide. I know, right? I've been seeing anyone. I never seen anyone do that in my life, and he did it with it in only 2 points. And you've been playing this game for a while, Evan? Interesting. 2-1. 2-1. Marcus slaps the load arm in his arm. I need to pay attention. This isn't going to be easy. This time, Marcus aims his serve at Kenny. Of course, he would target the giant. I shift the left, taking the path to Kenny. It isn't perfect, but I managed to keep the ball off the net, sending it towards the left pole. Set me aside! Instead of relying on his side, Kenny extends the platform and gives me the bump set. Unfortunately, it's off the mark again, and time set right on top of him. Move left, move left! I exclaimed to get Kenny out of the way. He shuffled left enough to give me space to hit. Once again, I give an easy return, sending a ball to the middle of a court. This time, Marcus vehemently calls off Victor receiving the hit himself. I set me to an A. What a focus, Evan. Look at the player, not the caller. Vic sets Marcus towards the sideline, far from where Kenny expected him to be. I'm left with the entire back court to myself. So where do I stand? Right? Take the right, Kenny. Oh shit! Kenny takes the diagonal, attempting to block it. Marcus views the entire sideline. He jumped too late. He's going to deep angle. Oh shoot! I'm sorry, guys. Scurrying towards the left side, only making it the 2/3 the way before I see the ball whiz to my left, smacking the ground with a fierce thump. Come, damn it, Ark! You're right. You fucked this up. You fucked up your brownie points to these men. His attack was slower. I could have gotten that. Ugh. Kenny looks visibly disappointed. I do my best to cheer him up. Hey, we got this. Next point. I say with my best optimistic inflection. I know you're mad at me. I'm sorry. Without any further comment, the two of us move on, setting up for the next serve. 15 minutes later. And as I admire this more, oh shoot. I am so sorry, guys. I am so sorry, guys. Things started to get worse for me and Kenny. Marcus have 7 straight on us. Thank goodness we rushed to take a little time out the 21-point mark. I'm painting up a storm, getting bits and sand launch in my mouth every now and then. The 4 of us go into sidelines. I have to stop myself from chugging my entire flask of water because I'm burning up. Kenny sits a few feet away from us, sipping his water bottle while looking up from in the distance. Vic and Selma is about to last serve, a jump serve in the zoom between Kenny and me. Oh, this is the first match. I'll try to get to the second one, and then the third one. Maybe I'll stop where the sad Kenny thing that I had to witness last time. Vic mimics the trajectory of the ball, exaggerated a little bit while replicating the noise dive in his arm. If coach doesn't let me jump serve this year, you'll get to club team to boycott my matches, right? He egged on Marcus for a compliment, grinning to pointing the finger the guns at him. You could just quit with the inter-colleague team and join our club team instead. The 3 of us chuckled, Vic rolling his eyes at the thought. I looked over to the left, see Kenny still on his own world, deep in thought. Is he doing alright? I don't think he is. Not after what I learned. I leave the group and sit by Kenny. He's still thinking, hands clasped together. I make some noise, fastening the flask shut to get his attention. You doing alright? Yeah, I just meditating. Can I join you next time? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You weren't. He nods the visibility back up to his statement. It's pretty humbling to be dominated like this. You're telling me? Oh. He seems looked away from me, lips sealed in a flat line. Sorry about that. You're fine. What were you saying? I was going to say I need a break like this, that's all. He takes an intermittent looks at me. Well, if you need anything, let me know. I'm transferring here this year. Oh. Look forward to seeing you there. I'm going to put my stuff away. Let us know when you're ready. Okay. Kenny looks up and smiles. I walk back to the group, put my flask away. The rest of another 30 seconds before starting again, Victor shouts out to everyone. Ready to finish the thing? Yeah. Sure am, Kenny. Are you ready to keep playing? Sure. Kenny stands up and backs to us, and he puts his bot away and trots onto the court, and the four of us get ready to continue. Cut. 16-5. Kenny slips back into position. There is a lull in the banter. I can hear the ocean in the background. Vic tosses the ball with hefty amount of spin. Ooh. I go! I serve this darts in a dip, sending my arms out, scooping the ball with my platform. I turn to Kenny. Set me on! Kenny runs to the ball, gives me the right time to next. It's too tight. I dash to the net. Praying it won't cross the net just yet. I can't hit this unless I jump and extend my arms, reaching the ball, relying on my last resort. I knuckle the ball over with my index and middle fingers. Ooh! The ball floats past Vic's block and straight behind me into the corner. Yes! I fist bumped in the air to high-five Kenny as I walk back to the service line, turn back to him. He can keep me off the net. Can you keep me off next time? I like the idea though. Alright. He gives some thought, giving off a serious look while pondering it. He walks back to the net, holding the same expression. As the ball rolls to me, I take a brief stop and collect my breath. One serve, 1 point at a time. I pick the ball and get ready to serve. 6 serving, 16. I hold the ball in front of me with 2 hands and stands arms straight and stiff. I give I give a low forward toss and leap to my serve and send the ball curving, aiming for Vic, who markets start to move and left. This time he is out to reach the wind that he used on me earlier comes back to haunt him. I send the ball towards Vic's left shoulder. Mark, take it, Vic. Vic lifts his arms, hesitant at first. Oh! The ball reaches the forearm and bounces inside the platform, aiming outwards towards the ball. How is it? Typical sports. When the underdog's winning that, catching up. I like that though. Marcus bolts on a dime. He shifts into balance left and runs the errant pass. He dives for it and landing on the sand, covering his chest in it. Ooh! Oh! Set off, keep it in. Marcus shouts at Vic. This will be easy to return. However, Vic ignores the precaution and sends the ball over hard hit. Is he crazy? Ah! It comes over just fine. I scoop the straight spot and send it to Kenny, who is waiting patiently at the net. Up! Pass it off! Pass it off. I backed off as Kenny comes to the set. Set me outside. This time Kenny's wild set works at my advantage, however, it tends to be off the net. Even Vic pulls out the net, expecting the easy return back to square one. You know what? Screw it. I'm going for broke. Take two. Forward to the leap. Banking my legs power. I'm going to show these giants I can hit two. Yeah, you go, Evan. I load my arms, swing as hard as I can. I load my arms, swing as hard as I can to the net. That was humiliating. Ooh. My bad, Kenny. I'll keep it in play next time. Like saying a high five with him. He nods and makes a slight grin. Don't worry, you'll get it. Aww. He walks back and past this time with this smile on his face. Why? Never mind. I should be happy with that he doesn't look dejected anymore. I pick the ball and roll it back to Marcus. After the game, the rest of the match continued as expected. Vic and Marcus continued to pick on Kenny, making me look bad as I sent back nothing but free balls. The game ended with them winning 21-10. Oof. This is probably my fault, guys. And it's my fault, Kenny. Please don't be mad at me. I know it's a game, but still. It's a pretty crudy way to start off the day. Not like I got much motivation from the news earlier. After the 2 minutes break, Marcus invites Kenny to back on the court with him. Marcus spreads his legs to make a crouching motion with him. You want to make a straight up and down motion with your legs like this to keep this from flying all over the place. He asks Kenny to follow along with him as they repeat the motion together a few times. Marcus proceeds to give Kenny a few more tips in setting up before giving him a chance to practice the newly acquired skill. Do you want to try it out? Sure. Okay, I'll pass and hit then. The two spend a couple more minutes setting and hitting. Are you guys ready? Sure, Kenny, I will play together. Who wants to play against us? I will. I'll play with Evan. Wait, why? I mean, playing with Kenny was hell for hitting, but at least he can hit. How does two short people together solve this? This is going to be a disaster. Come on, take it like a pro, Kevin. Selma walks over and whispers, "They're going to be fine. All we need to do is outrun them. I think it's going to take more than stamina to beat those guys. I don't know how Kenny is, but Marcus was better stamina than me. I know about him. Just follow my lead." Alright. I'm going to see if I still have some time left after I do this round with Selma. Outrun them we did. Marcus and Kenny were exhausted by the end of the game. Although they seemed unaffected by our strategy early on, their communication broke down halfway through the game. Selma managed to sweep the floor and them via serves the rolled shots. That was satisfying. For you, it was. I had to pass everything because they were so scared to hit you. Psst, you didn't have to hit that hard. gave you more than enough time to hit. Selma's right. Selma gave me the high sets, leaving me more than enough time to approach the ball. And to do that, I say thanks. I can't tell you how many guys I know set the ball too low. We continue ranting about setting the experience as we join the group. This break we can take a little. This break we can take a little bit longer to catch up with each other. For me, this meant explaining how I got there. I talked about how I knew Marcus before this and how I transferred here. They take the fact that a lot better than I expected. I always heard that university students were snobs. College community students are considered them less qualified or broke. Oddly enough, they're pretty jealous with the tuition I had. I would have killed to have 2 less years of rent. Ooh. And who would you have killed for that? Selma looks up and brandishing her air knife. Y'all are my witnesses, okay? The four of us laughed as Vic hides behind Kenny. Seriously, though, I wish everyone made GED of courses that cheap. If I wasn't on scholarship, I would actually have to kill someone to afford this. I have money. I have the money. You could kill me if you had to. Please no! He remains unfazed as the rest of us go silent. Breaking the silence, Vic pops up from behind Kenny and pushes him forward. Well, I have nothing to worry about. I'm not counting you out. I have to back Selma here. We could use your body for science. I hear there are biologists out there to extract the tall genes. You make for a great subject. You would be a legend. Nope, you're all crazy. Run, Vic, run! He stands up and starts running away. It wasn't too long until he wore himself out, centered back to his original spot. The commotion settles back down. Hey Vic, how tall are you? If he wasn't taken, I would be all over him. I know how you feel. Why am I like this? Because he's cute? Vic buries his head in his arms and makes a muffled scream. If you really must know, I'm 7'1". Giant. Oh, my lord. Yes! I know how you feel, Evan. Such a tall man he is. Evan, are you okay, dude? Processing. How tall is he and how tall he is in other places. I think you broke him. Try rewiring the main frame, Vic. Vic grabs me in the headlock and gives me a noogie. My heart is racing out like this. I think I'm dying. Why must I be a sucker for height? I don't know, because you take height so personally. You okay, Evan? Yeah, I'm fine. You should probably take a break from this round. I don't want to fry your circuits again. He winks at me, nudging me with his elbow. Yeah, sure, why not? Take my phone now, and unlocks it. Glance at the 3 notifications I received. The time stamps list all of them being sent 20 or more so minutes ago. Selma chimes in the rest of the group while I look down. So who wants to play with who now? Like I'll play with you, Selma. Vic slumps his soldiers. So now you're gonna leave me with this cool fate of playing defender? Why would Vic play defense? He's obviously bigger of the two. I won't make you run that much, Vic. I'll do a great job for you. Vic looks at Kenny and grunts. Fine, you convinced me. I'm only doing this because your passing is garbage. Phew, I was worried. I would have to put that to the test. No wonder Kenny was terrible at passing earlier. If Vic really is an intercollegiate player, collegiate player, I don't even know how that works. He probably learned how to pass along with everyone else. The four of them continue chattering as they get on the court. Looked back at my phone and opened the first message. Have you heard back from the volleyball company? You should keep looking for internships in case they don't follow through. Why must you get my case on about this, Dad? You know I've been searching all summer, and yet you still keep prodding me to find work. Leftover pizzas in the freezer when you get home. Of course he brought pizza in Sabaco for the third week in a row. I had pizza so many times now, I nearly recoil whenever I see it. I look back in the court, the game's already in process. I see Marcus making an easy pass. Selma runs half speed to make set. Vic yelling at something at Kenny, who cocks his head in response. I'm sure things are going swimmingly for them. And now, what's the last message? Bro, how's university treating you? Haven't heard you in a while. I wonder how Kevin's doing in New Victoria. Mom hasn't given you any updates about him as of late. The late one was like 2 years ago. I haven't started yet. The quarter system is whack. I got 2 weeks. What have you been up to? After I sent off my messages, I slipped my phone back into the bag, divert my attention, and breeze died in the afternoon, scorching the heat, and sand starting to be bearable again, and feels catering, digging my feet in sand. The anxiety is being grounded by the ground. Kenny, you gotta run the ball down. That was not impossible to get. But I'm not the one playing defender. You still need to try. I misstepped. The two guys continue bickering. Marcus and Selma shagging the distance balls, and they carry on to rep their rebutals. As Marcus grabs the last stray ball, he deviates his path back to reach me. Everything okay over there? Just another squabble. They'll burn out in a second. Marcus rubs back in the neck, looking back at them. Okay then, we'll try to make this quick. Seems like they're doing a good job, but you're doing a good job with that later. Marcus walked back in the court, giving a casual underhand high five to Selma as she walks back to serve. Took my phone out, back, opening the new message. Same old roommate stealing my snacks again, pieces of shit. I deserve it for mooching off Terrence's web flex. Ooh! Yep, same old Kevin. Better if I ignore him before I need a brother tax. Could you lend me $40? I'll pay you back in a couple of weeks. Better not be a sponge about it. Like I said, okay. What why would he expect me to let him money? I'm the one still in college. He been out of school for years now. I'll treat you once you come down to NB. Think of it as an investment. But wait, huh? Does he think I have money? He should have asked mom or dad. He better give me one hell of a dinner once I see him again. Okay, I'll butt bug you. You better treat me once I get there, though. I I replicate the icon and the within seconds and be worth it. And it better be worth it. Yep, this is the part where I get knocked out. Someone knocked me onto the back of my land and the top of me with full force. My phone flips off my hand. I got a concussion now. Are we playing my days over already? No, it can't be. They can't be. My head is in daze. I feel dizzy enough to pass out in sand, not like it would be uncomfortable. Whoever is on top of me, he started lifting himself off me, elevating the load relatively to my body. They feel like back the brakes on top of me. If I die, this will be a fine way to go out. Crushed by a himbo. Who is having your face pressed up to? What? Who's having your face pressed up to? Are you okay, Evan? It takes me back in a minute and put Disney these squares up. I guess I wasn't deserving as much as an awesome death. My head is a little bruised, but consciousness is back from full strength. Yeah, I don't think I ever been trucked that hard. You look pretty rough landing. Sorry about that. I was trying to save the ball. He turns at Vic, staring him down and finishing his sentence. Yeah, bro, you went all out for it, but you didn't even check your surroundings. You can't think about that when you're saving the play. Like my coach says, you gotta sacrifice your body. You also sacrifice Evan's body. Just collateral damage. Thanks a lot, by the way. And thank you for the himbo peck smothering, if that's what's happened. Sorry about that. You're not helping your case. You two regained their banter, stepping away from me to resume. Do you need anything? My apartment is nearby if you want me to bring ice. I think I'm good. I wasn't that bad of the head, just very forceful. When Kenny commits to something, he commits sometimes even when means he'll forget what's around him. Sounds a lot like me, kinda. No wonder why I picked him. I sure learned that the hard way. Yep, at least it wasn't Vic. He would have been flattened like a pancake if he tried to do that. I'll add that to the list of the things that can kill me. Dumb ways to die. You don't need to worry. Well, I'm dumb the ways to die, to be fair, because that'd be an awesome way to go. I'll send him to the hospital if he ever tried anything like that. Ooh. I'll add that too. Think of it this way. If anyone tries to fight you, you got us. Yay, friends! Sounds like a good trade-off. I don't know where I would be in this equation. Come on, Marcus, you're pretty strong. I'm sure you can stand your ground. Well, I'm not as strong as those knuckleheads over, but I'll contribute. Speaking of which... Hey, big heads, are we gonna finish playing or not? With the flip of the switch, Vicky and Kenny start arguing and turn to Selma. We're ready. With their head and shoulders scrunch inwards and trudge back into the court, Selma and Marcus followed suit. Now, where did my phone land? I get up at the scene of crime and meander around the sidelines looking for my phone. I'm sure things got covered in sand. It better not be buried too deep. I scavenged around the backpacks. First seen it simply got wedged in between to adjust the bag. No luck. The next spot I checked is Marcus' meat bag. Once again, no dice. The search starts to become hopeless, and I consider calling it with Marcus' phone. How far could have gone? I don't think I sent it flying to orbit. It would have been cool if you did, except the part you lose a phone. In trace, what I could remember of the incident, Kenny landed on it from me from the right side. My phone was in my left side. As the farthest reasonably I could have gone was a couple of feet, unless I fell on top of it. It must have left. I feel solid under my foot. I only took 3 steps left before finding my phone log into the vault made by my impact. That would be pissed if I had to buy my new phone. He'd probably make me pay it for the phone, make me pay more of our family plan. I hated how he bundles everything for the family. I'm not a kid anymore. We're adults. We're all adults who are pretty much independent. Once I'm done, I will be done. It will just be you two. I'll pick up the phone, brush it off, and seeing the screen went into sleep mode as usual. The notifications are no longer here, so I unlocked the phone and searched through my message app. There it was in his reply. For full show. I'm not surprised. He tends to be brief for people. Wasn't any different with family. After going into my own treasure hunt and game hand into the 4 of them is giving them high vibes to each other just as I am about to sit down again. We rejoined the backpacks next to the net pole. So, what happened? Marcus turns to me and others are still digging through their bags. It went alright. Nothing too special. 21 to 6 isn't mundane. We got obliterated by them. Nice. Vic blurts out, wow. Kenny turns around. That more line with I thought happened. Kenny raises an eyebrow. I thought it was fair. You weren't us out. They were just weren't us out. It's not fair. I'm so tall. I'm so tall. Oh, how tragic. I would kill for that. Oh my god, the shade with the heights. That still boggles with my mind why you played defender instead of Kenny. I don't think I would have done any much better than him. I think we only had like 1 dig combine that entire game. It's neither of us of our strong suit. Unlike Kenny, I had to learn sympathetic for a game. Sorry for my yawning. That was pretty rude of me. You know, you two could have switched blocked. Big fix goes blank. What's switch blocking? I mean, you and me both. How did they even make it to 6 points? You know the both of us pass. Well, kinda. You know, whoever hits the ball over blocks while the other guy plays defender. I know. What is it? I'm just disappointed I didn't think of that sooner. I can't believe I was that stupid. I don't think you're stupid. Aww. Kenny replies with a cheeky grin with her friendly eyes. That's cause you're theater major, you dingus. Ouch, dingus. Vic playfully slaps Kenny on the back on the head. Rude. You sure act like one. If you saw me in engineering class, you'd think I'm brain dead. That's really unfair to say, Vic to say, just because it's an art-related major doesn't mean you're dumb. Even major has a share of tough work, just in different ways. And stuff that drives me nuts with my parents. They put my sister on a pedestal for becoming an accountant and brushes off the work I've done for sports management major. Goddamn. I'm not doing it because it's easy. That's pretty condescending to say, Vic. The theater major thing. Theater students aren't inherently dumb. It's a joke, man. I know it's also challenging. The hyena says to me in a lower tone as Kenny glances away. We're just dicking around with each other. I'm sure you'll keep up with us. Oh, okay, I wasn't sure. We paused for a bit. So, do you want to partner up? Do you want to partner up now with the bully? He puffs up his chest and pointed himself with his thumb. And why not? If I pick on you, Kenny. If you pick on Kenny again, I'll make sure you. And why not? If you pick on Kenny again, I'll make sure you run. I'll run to make sure to run you dry. Anything but that. Oh, I will. Vic cowers and squats as he squats in the sand. I got you if you need help, Evan. Vic eyed when as he turned to Selma and back to me. I will do anything you ask. Cool. Vic Simps. Confirm. Cool. I do need a water bottle after this match. Done. We give each other a high five and fist bumps combo and get up before Vic motions up to the other three. Yo, who wants to play us now? Three of us look at each other, eyeing at each other to figure out. Well, I think Marcus should take a break. He's been carrying all of us. That's fair. We all laugh as Marcus grins sheepishly and rolls his eyes. I couldn't have done it without my partners. So you'll play against us with Kendon? Sure. Come on, Kenny. The artist Fox motions at the lion. He grabs the ball, and the two join us at the court. Want to roll for serve again, Vic? You know I'm just gonna beat you this time. Right. Kenny and I move to the right side of the net as they behind the sideline of the left. 3, 2, 1, roll. Selma releases the ball in her hand and sideways, giving it some backspin. I think I'm I'm gonna cut the recording once again just to even out what I need to even out, because after this match I'm gonna have to decide when I'm gonna end this episode. Back again for a last time. I'm gonna make sure I read through the second match of this, and after that I think I'm gonna call it here, because I don't know if there'll be enough time to put it all in one episode. Selma releases the ball with her hand slightly sideways, giving it some backspin. Vic gives her his ball some arc, relying on the following bounce to propel it forward. Vic's ball brushes up against the other sideline while Selma only travels halfway across the court. Looks like we're going Dutch tonight. We could do double or nothing, but I don't want to be rude. User pays for the winner's dinner. Bet. Alright, so we'll stay on this side. Okay. We'll take a receive. I limbo under the net to Vic's side as the Selma goes the other way. I am greeted by a hooligan on the other side. Let's get it! Like the previous time with Marcus, he raised his arms up and swings down full force to give me a double high five. I outstretch mine in response. Well, if I can't feel my hands anymore, maybe that's a good thing. You want the first serve? Yeah, why not? Vic's voices attitude. Why did I say ass for a moment? I'm sorry, guys. Vic's voices attitude immediately subdues the players on the other side and ready to pass. I'll make sure to give a thumbs up to everyone to confirm. Let's get it! That was way closer than I should have been. Vic and I barely pulled out a 21-19 victory against Kenny and Selma. Well, you know, I didn't do the matches. If it's gonna be that quick with those matches, I think I might be able to pull it out to the spot. Pull it up at the spot I stopped last time, so I can get a new line reaction to this tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow. Next episode. Vic and I barely pulled out a 21-19 victory against Kenny and Selma. When it came down to it, Vic came in clutch, jumping, serving an ace serve to Kenny's sideline. It would have been so worrisome if he hadn't missed 4 of his previous serves. I'm so caught up on the tension of the match, but Vic and Selma have other things on their minds. What's their dinner plans? Victory's gonna taste good. I'm sorry, Selma. This was such a terrible bet. This time, I'm gonna order 3 burgers from Harvey's over my dead body. How much is that worth? Enough to end our relationship. Oh, dear. Vic pauses to think about his ultimate. Looking forward to the burgers, honey. Selma sighs and tries to pout, but she only managed to hold her pouting faces a few seconds before cracking up. Someday, you'll find a better man. Not like you could do any worse. Hey! The roasting. The constant roasting. He gives Marcus a shove. I love to see you try. In due time, Marcus adjusts his spot to the sand moving over so we can sit down. I open up Vic's cooler and grab the bottle of water. Unfortunately, I don't take out any of the other choices. Why? Why do we have a bottle of straight vodka in there? Ooh. Ow. It's because, because. He was gonna make the ultimate loser finish it off. Yeah. How's everyone's doing so far? Not too bad. I'm 2-1. Same. Ditto. Guys, I think we're all 2-1. So we're tied so far. So no one gets a drink. Good. Vic mouth goes agape as he places his hands on his cheeks. How is that possible? I guess we have talent after all. I guess you guys have talent after all. If we went 2-1, then that must mean Kenny? Kata looks down in the sand. Kenny? Yeah? What's your record? How many games did we play today? 4 so far? That's my record. Wins or loses? Kenny square machine in his spot. Loses. You played 4 games already? Yeah, why do you ask? So you played with everyone? Yep. Looks like we have a head start, or then hopefully you won't be too intoxicated by the time we're are finished. Oh, have fun. Oh, I'm an idiot. 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 Vic's on the top of his collar in the stanza. You guys are ready to finish up the night? I didn't put two together. I forgot about the vodka thing. I thought it was a one-off joke thing because we are all winning so far. And then this happened. I gotta continue with this so I can properly analyze this situation. Yeah, I'm the only person I haven't played with yet. You. She glares at Vic. Oh, poor you. The two chuckle as he helps Selma. I guess that means we are playing against Marcus and Evan. Hey, is that foreshadowing something? Cool. Ready, Marcus? Yep. We popped ourselves off the sand. Time to rekindle some old memories. The 4 of us get on the court ready to play. Do you guys need a warm-up? I'm fine. Same. Okay, do you want to serve or receive? That's what they say. We can serve. Take serve. Okay, we'll take this side. Marcus and Vic return to the partners. Marcus and I acknowledge each other with a grin and nod, followed by high five. Ready? Yep. Let's get it! At least we're now they're ready. Oh, so I was right after all. This was a different match I was thinking. So after this match, maybe I will have to end it after all, unless I have still some time. Let me estimate the time real quick. If I make it, if 12 more minutes, well, 11 more minutes now. If I make it the recording with 11 more minutes, way less than 11 more minutes, I'll have to do more. Want me to take Steam? I'll take it this time. We turn to the face Selma, who is waving back to serve. She's saying something imperturbable to Vic. Got it. He's turning to face us. He's standing in position to block, giving signals to Selma behind his back. Service. Selma smacks the ball, and the ball it crosses the net and curves towards me. Take it, Evan. The shifts right and takes to serve the ball, chance to clean off the bounces to my platform towards the net. I got it. I'm with you. Set me inside. Right away. I lined myself up from Marcus, where a couple of feet left from the court center. Selman points at us, still ready to pass. Watch the option. Vic steps up, committing to the block. He's taking away my ankle. Raises his arms up and grips over handset. It's high enough for me to make a throughout decision. He's taking the line. Oh crap, he picked up the angle block. I'm running out of time. Choose where's Selma? She's near the back line, although she's moving through the corner at an angle. She thinks I'm gonna send it deep. I know what to do now. With a flick of the wrist, I turned the ball left and it cut to the short angle. Selma dashes trying to make up the missed time. Take it, Selma. Vic backs up, sprawling. Selma reaches the arm out. She can only get the ball a few feet up, sending it below the net and under to our side. Oh shoot! Nice work, Marcus. Nice shot. Marcus saved the call. There's no way how I could have beat Vic's block otherwise. I picked up the ball and go back to the serve. One serve. Oh, they won that serve. I still don't know how volleyball works. Marcus stands in front of the net, giving me signals. Serve Vic line and the Dick and goal got it. With the straightforward approach, I toss the ball and proper it down Vic's side, right side. It's going deep, a bit too deep. However, Vic raises his arm and tomahawks the ball up. It isn't very pretty, but it's enough for Selma to dish off the decent set of to Vic time for some action. Marcus reminds me of what he's blocking, bringing his right hand behind him, holding out one finger. I moved towards Vic's angle. Set me a 5. Selma takes a quick peek on our side before looking back and sending a medium speed set to Vic's outside. It has an arc, but enough speed to make a split-second decision. I camp in the middle of the court, waiting for Vic to jump with a step close. Vic strikes this in the air, ready to swing. I pull left, moving further into his angle. Vic turns midair to face me, and she's ready to pelt me. No mercy. No! Crap! As Vic started to swing, Marcus turns to block inward at the last minute. Vic rips the ball into the block, and which bounces back onto the side and past Selma, landing behind them in bounds. Yes, Marcus. I gives a swift high five to celebrate. Thanks. He grinds back, not showing too much expression. I picked up the ball and go back to serve again. One serve. Oh, getting 2 points are so far. I glance at Marcus signals, same thing as last time. Got it. 2-0. I toss the ball forward, putting the forward momentum into my approach. This time, this My serve spins over the net, falling into Vic's lap. He makes another shaky pass a few feet to his right. Oh. Move! Move, Vic! Stay off! Why am I making first out like that now? Selma runs into the down of the Iran's place and pops the high ball to Vic to return. Without saying it to say it, Marcus has already put it off to the net and splitting the court and ready to free the ball. No one upset it wherever. Unlike his recent attacks, Vic comes into the one slower and hits it back with it more caution. It's approaching me. I go. Marcus runs to the net, ready to set with a couple of... Oh shoot, I missed it, sorry. I'm with you, set me straight. Vic is back in the net, and by the time I make my pass, it's a poke, pull off. Marcus sends the poke's shot fixed right. He peels off and gets enough leverage to under the ball to make a control pass to Selma. Got it. Set me at 2. Since he's already facing inwards, Vic has a head start on his approach. Selma gives him a faster and lower set. She turns to cover. You got one up. He's taking a line. I run to the right sideline and open up. Marcus lines up and Vic's right shoulder, leaving me at the entire right side. This is gonna hurt. Ooh! Ouch! Vic jumps in to rip the ball from straight into my platform. This ball soars in the air, moving it 3 feet away in the process. I step back in for an approach. Up! I'm with you! Marcus runs to the ball. He quickly cheeks the other side before focusing on the set. He sets the ball. I feel from the faster tempo. I hop in and make my approach. Deep line. Go deep line. I'm airborne by the time I hear this. Vic is all over the line through. I get my hand under the ball and snap it high, clearing the block by a foot. The ball is heading for the corner when Selma intervences the dig it. I'm here. The Vic vaults the ball under it and throwing up a set. The trajectory is smooth. It's slow enough for Selma approaching. After getting up, Marcus runs back to the net, giving me another call line. Marcus is up, hit angle, making a stride to set. Selma runs and jumps within the half a second. Marcus follows suit, jumps and to block her. Moves left, preparing a short angle shot. Take angle. Oh, did we lose again? Marcus shipped his block, but not in time as Selma blocks the ball off his block and in the middle of the court. I have no chance to recover it. That's it. Vic enthusiastically high-fives Selma and falls off the brave hug. Marcus walks up back to me, holding his hand to his chest. My bad. I'll ship earlier. No worries. I'll take that away next time. We give each other a high five to reconcile and prepare for next serve. Vic's back at the line. One up. Vic spins the ball in right hand. Marcus and I back up ready to deep jump serve with a soaring toss. Vic runs rips his jump serve. It's going out. Marcus turns his head and chest to me. I let the ball soar over me, head and beyond the back line. Oh. It's a high feet out of our bounds. Vic snaps his fingers. Yikes! I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep it in next time. Selma extends out so Vic can high five her. Good call. You gotta serve. Marcus nods the agreement and retrieves the ball closer to us. I put my hands behind my back, giving and calls in for the next rally. You want this? I close my left hand and give 2 fingers on my right hand, shaking it. Yeah. I retreat my hand and get into a position to pass. 3-1. Marcus sends the ball down the fixed line. This time he rises up and shifts before the ball crosses the net. He gets a decent pass off, which puts Selma in the center of the court. Up. Vic breaks his crouch and moves in. His eyes light up. Yes, yes, yes! With the same speed in his words, he rushes it to attack. Marcus moves towards Selma. Selma sends off a low, flat set. Is he really? Oh! Hit a shoot. Vic hits the ball sharply in the angle, bouncing it with the feet to spare. Alright. Vic smiles, giving Selma double high five, following up with a hug. Nice swing, Vic. He looks back to Marcus. Thanks. I didn't think you could deal with that. I learned that trick or two this summer thanks to her. With the thumbs up, he pointed to Selma. That's news to me. You guys have been playing together this summer? We did a couple of co-ed tournaments. We probably would have done more if we weren't taking Alien 110A this summer. Yes, same here. The history 12 in the pain in ours in pain in the ass. Now that's ass. I got it right this time. But at least this summer the course is online. Who do you have? I have Jacobs in the spring. Oof, that's rough. But now I have Mackenzie. While they are talking, Selma grabs the ball and waits at the service line. I had Jacobs last winter, worst GE of my life. Yeah, I choose him because it fit my schedule. I sure learned my lesson. It's not like any of them were on his exams. I know, right? You guys ready to keep going? Vic looks back. Sure. But yeah, let me know if you need recommendations for professors. 4 of us refocus the game. Let me save real quick. And okay, 2 serving, then serving 3. Selma cocks her arm back, signaling to serve. Oh, I gotta continue with this a little bit. Well, I'm stopping at the part where I play with Vic. I think I'm gonna stop at the part where I played with Vic to even out what I can. All right. So I'm gonna finish this match over there, and think I'm gonna call it. Take seam this time. Okay. Selma sends a float to serve the middle of the court. The ball is mine. I got it. I butt in to retrieve the serve. I have no problems keeping it in line with me. Marcus moves to my side and gets in front of me, hit the ball. Swing angle. I jump to hit, looking at the block. Why does he want me to swing there? Wait, I see. Woo! Nice shot, Marcus. Nice shot, Evan. I swing hard between Vic's arm, which I spread wide apart. I managed to hit the inside of his right arm and send the ball back to our side, making it land out of bounds. I give a fist bump. Great call, Marcus. I point back, using the same hand to high five them. I'm amazed he saw that opening. And a nice swing. I retrieved the ball from Kenny, whose lap the ball landed in. Keep it up. Can do. It turns to serve again. I slow my pace down and I get to the service line. One serve, 4-2. I glance at those Marcus new signals before on the other side. Vic shifted left, leaving Selma more of the court. She's pitching, and it might as well exploit that. Should I expose Selma's new seam? Do I want to be? Well, I want to win this match, to be fair. Might as well move to pressure her. Once again, I sent the ball deep to her right. Selma goes to the ball. It seems to pass high, easy for Vic to set. I'm here, set me here. Got it. Marcus pulls up the next net. Pass with me. Vic set it good distance away from the net. Both of them are off. Selma slows down her approach. Watch the shorts. I pull up expecting it to happen. Selma rolls the ball short to Marcus' side, making me run across the court to retrieve it. It's dropping fast. It's taking me to diving effort to save it. Up. I didn't give Marcus much time to do better our situation. He sends a high free ball back over to buy us time. While I give up and transition the back to pass. He stays to block. Great ball. I got up. Selma clears the area, leaving Vic to pass. You got one up. Perfect. Send me a purple. Vic turns to his right and runs to behind Selma. Marcus picks this up, follows him, holding 2 fingers behind his back briefly. I knew Hall asked to dig his line. Okay. I run over to the left side, expecting a straight shot. Oh! And I predicted he hits right to me, and my ball hits my shoulder. Ouch! And flies high right above me. Pass it off. Marcus runs to me, giving me a high bump set away from the net. Watch Vic, he's pulling up. I see the hyena shuffling back, still facing sideways. Let's expose that mistake. Woo! I catch Vic's off guard, making him shake the pass out of bounds. Yes! Great call, Marcus. Thanks. We exchanged high fives, walking towards each other in the center of the court. Scored a 5-2. That's a side switch. We ducked under the net and traded sides. 15 minutes later. Oh, 17-17 now. 35 points past it, and things are too close for comfort. We had a lead before most of us game. Swing line. Hell yeah! The third line consecuted point that I blocked up. The crazy part, my first 2 attempts were roll shots. Vic confiscated both of them midair and battled them down. Even with Marcus calls, Vic was all over me. 18-7. That's a side switch. I have myself handing the ball to Vic. At this moment, he's the bane of hidden existence. Once we finish switching sides, I turn to Marcus. How do I get around that block? I don't know. What you're doing fine. It seems you're doing seems fine. What I'm doing seems fine. My bad. Really tired so far with all this reading. So hopefully I finish this match in time so I can end this episode there and I can finish the rest of what I finished last build the next episode. What I am supposed to do if I keep serving they keep serving me, it's like I'm trapped. Try swiping. Me swipe. He's gonna shut me down through force. You blabbermouths. Ready over there? Vic asked on the net while Selma back to serve. I can already see the Greek houses bustling. Sure, Marcus supplied the last comment to me. Trust me, it's worth a shot. Thank you. At this point, I might as well try something new. True. Alright, 18 to serving, 19 service. Selma aims her serve at me and the wind may have died down, but there's something curved in the ball. I'm struggling to line myself up. I got it. Shooting, get under it. The pass is headed straight to the net. Marcus runs to the net and leans right to the set with some fine Nancy. I don't know that word. He managed to set me without touching the net. You're tied. Oh my god. It wasn't the amazing set, but it was enough for me to do something with it. Might as well try it now. I opened the left hand and pushed the ball into the Vic's hand, so much resistance. My arm pointed to giving out. I just need to swipe it right. The ball spins and I release it. It's no use. The ball only moves on an inch before falling back to my side. Oh, damn it. We're losing, but two more points if they win and 4 more points if we win. So after these points are over, I think I'm going to call it there. With these local events, Vic rejoices his blocks to Selma. You were close at least. I can't beat him. It's like I'm stuck in a box when I hit. Marcus has nothing else to say. We let it settle in and get back to pass. I'll take seam again. Okay. With a slight sense of urgency, Selma announces the score and serves 19 serving 17. And of course she's serving me. Screw this! I send the ball back over to the net, aiming for the right corner. Somehow it works. The ball lands uncontested. You dirty, Evan. Well, I was desperate. The group lasts for seconds. Who serves it? I think Marcus serves. Okay. The ball back to serve the line to get and gets a different ball. I'm counting on you, man. I can't do crap right now. Do you want to do this? I give them some signal. Sorry, I sound like a snake for a moment. No, this. Change your left. I move my left arm, pretending to adjust my signals. I keep it sealed at first. Yep. It's our little secret. We do to throw off the other team. 18 to 19 service. With the two-step approach, Marcus looks the ball to Selma, who makes it easy to work of it. Set me outside. I'm on it. Vic raises the arm to set Selma near the pole. Wait, is Marcus blocking her again? What? But why? Marcus is ready to leap the block and block her, but she jumps. Marcus turns and pulls out. Deep line, deep line. Even Vic pulled by Marcus facade of a block. Selma lowers her hitting arm to poke the ball and hits back corner. With the extra time acquired, Marcus runs back to scoop the shot, giving me plenty of time to come and set. I'm here to set me straight up. I get under the descending ball, give Marcus a hand set straight up on the outside. He picks up the acceleration, making a swift leap to attack the ball. Vic is right on the line. Angle, angle, angle. I yell, make sure to get through him. Even with his massive block, Vic left a narrow gap for me, but it's closing fast. Marcus gets his hand over the ball, poking it as down. I saw Miracle crossed it in that and landed shot over of Selma, who lays herself out in the sand. Ugh. Oh, 1919, so 2 games left. She belts the sounding expropriated. She really wanted that one. Vic bewildered. His lips make a line pointing downwards. He swivels his head slightly side to side. Hey, no, Becky. It was a good play. He held up Selma up to the fizzle. Frustration went away. That was amazing. I give Marcus a solid high five. He grins and it gives for the set. He picks the ball that was rolled back to him and carries on. I get ready for the next serve, facing the recumbent Selma and Vic. After brushing some sand off, the two are immediately ready to resume tunnel vision. Locked on Pat Marcus. 19 to 19 service. A pair of footsteps sound behind me. He approaches. The ball flies over the head, becoming more of the arc than expected. Is he serving them short? This late in the game is pretty conservative to move to make, but as the ball crosses the net, it's a it makes a sharp drop, thrown off to Selma, the intended first target. She makes a contact with it, but sends it straight to the net, leaving Vic responsible to scoop it out. Damn! He swings his arm under the net, but only to really high freeze the ball back over the net. I go. You have it, man. I don't want to go up against Vic again. Marcus gives me a perfect pass. They aim right on top of it. On top of me. You got the option. I guess in shock. He's right. Vic isn't ready to block yet. I leaped up and take a swing. The ball hits the tape of the net, bounces, pigs go over. Oh, thank goodness. 1 game to go, guys. The ball rolls over and lands on the right side of the court, vacant of any defenders. Nice spot, dude. That should have gone over. I was late on my swing. It worked at least. True. Marcus picked the ball up. I like when they smile at each other. Need to pass any higher next time? Nah, that was my fault. Alright. The high five. Marcus goes back to the serve for the match point. Although not angry at the time, Selma and Vic seems even more zoned in Marcus. They aren't gonna let him do that again. I give Marcus a set of singles. This, yep. Okay, Marcus pointing, serving, 19 service. Alright, I hope we win this one. Ambient takes over. All 4 of us go silent as Marcus presumably starts his serve. He's taking longer than usual to release his serve. Oh! But the ball sits over to my head, down to Selma's sideline. She leans to cut off, but it's too late. The ball lands in front of her and tags the sidelines. We won! Did Marcus jump serve? When did he learn how to do that? Nevertheless, I turned around and plotted him. Nice serve, Marcus. What was that? A jump serve. You've never done that before. When did you start trying? A few months ago. It was beautiful to look at. Thanks. He rubs the back of the neck, smiling. That was a long reading. As we talk back towards our stuff. We interrupted by a loud sigh. Good, you guys are tough, but it was a good game. God, it was tough. Thanks, same to you. While we were talking, Vic walks back to do his colors to something next to it. I think I'm gonna have a drink. This game, any game away. Vic passes the upper body on top of it, putting on a performance. Did you give the vodka to Kenny? Oh, there's a lot of insinuations happening here. Vic breaks and starts to think. Yeah, where is he? Kenny isn't even in the side. The last time I saw him was at the beginning of the game. I didn't even bother to check after that. Vic? Yes? Are you trying to poison my teammates? What are you talking about? I'm sure most of the teams could down that thing as pregame. You're right about a lot of those guys, but I haven't seen Kenny do that. We pause to take a quick glance around looking for him. Can, are you doing okay? Click. Oh shit. A sequence is splattering. Not. Never mind. I think we're at the vomit part. Think we're at the vomit part after all. Sequences splattering noises following up and coming up from a nearby bathroom. Oh, does he have a drinking problem? That I'm now realizing. Kenny? Vic, what were you thinking? What were you thinking giving him that? If he couldn't even take vodka? Everyone walked towards the sound, which is still going. We stopped outside the bathroom. This is bad though. Are you doing okay? Ugh. Splatter. I feel awful. Bro, I'm sorry for doing this to you. I didn't know you were... Ow! Some elbows in the stomach. Do you need us to help you out of here? No, I'm having my dad pick me up. Does he even live around here? How is he gonna get home? Do you need one of us drive you back home? Kenny oddly spits again, and takes him a few seconds, but manages to regain his composure and speaks again. It's fine. I can call my dad to get me. Did you drive here? No, I walked. My dad is 30 minutes from walk from here. Oh, if you want, I can stay here with you until he comes. No, it's fine. He just told me he's 5 minutes away. Don't let me hold you back. All back. All right. I hope you feel better. Same, man. I won't peer pressure you next time. You better, Vic, or I will pull your hair. I won't. That sounds mean. But I will get my revenge on you later for that. Don't worry about it, Vic. The four of us begin walking back to the court. I should probably stay here in case he feels worse. I'm gonna stay back, you guys. Alright. They continue without me, starting to pack up the volleyball equipment. Are you feeling any better in there? Better. I wasn't even sick. Wait, what? I'll show you. He swings the bathroom door open and glances to check others are out of sight. Once he nods, he gives me the clear. I enter the bathroom, but the door is still ajar. Remember the bottle of vodka? Dwells over it for a second. Yeah? He picks up from the guy swirling around and remaining content. Let me show you a little trick. Kenny plugs his nose and his free hand and stores the pocket of vodka in his cheeks and then releases it in his nose. Like splatter. The lion spits out liquids, emphasizing his heaving motions. He immediately follows up in a couple of retracing noses. And that's how you fake vomit. Kenny! What the hell, dude? And you have me full Vic hair for nothing. Wow, that was quite impressive, Kenny. If I wasn't in here, you would have fooled me. Glad I did, because it's an even job. It helps that I hate the taste of alcohol. It's not my thing. And that's why I respect you, Kenny. Doesn't help that almost everyone I know drinks comes capacity. People get super confused when I show up at parties and refuse to drink. I'm sorry to hear about that pressure. Don't worry about it. Some people have tried to pressure me before, like Vic just did, but I always find a way out of it. Typically, I'll say that I'm the designated driver, even if I didn't drive there or bring any friends. That's great. You don't give into that stuff. I was worried Vic was trying to bully you. It seems like It's all day today. Nah, two of us love to go back and forth with each other. He'll start spazzing out, and that's my cue to mess with him. I respect you, Kenny. I'm starting to love you more. It's my veins as an actor to pursue my role. Although he does the same back to me, I think we both enjoyed it. That's good. I stopped to think about the implications of being inside the single person restroom with another guy. Maybe I should leave you then. I don't want the passers by getting the wrong idea. That sounds like a good idea. I hope I just see you again at school. Same. As I leave, Kenny dumps the remaining contents of alcohol bottle into the toilet and flushes it. Yeah! No alcohol. Before I could close the door and he hands the bottle, implying for me to throw it out. I can see why he wouldn't want to be caught with it in his hand, especially as someone who doesn't drink. I throw the bottle away in the nearest trash can and here back to the court. While we were getting our stuff, a couple of party goers are already on the court, setting the beer die table. Remember that? Remember that chick from sociology, the one with that ass? Oh God, no! If only they were talking about pet donkeys. Yeah, that one. She's coming up tonight. She'll say she's hella good at that rage cage. Oh my God! Stop! You better be ready. It said it tonight. Evan, stop listening to them. You know it. The second party goer pauses at once. He saw the volleyball next to his feet, looking around the person he sees is me. Hey, is this yours? Yeah. So, other 7 around you? The zebra takes note of the remaining balls spreading around the area. Whoa, you're going to have to move them, you know. Alpha Beta Delta party starts in 30 minutes. Sure, we'll do that that now. Gestures towards my new acquaintance. I face the first party goer. A human lights up. Oh, Vic, is that you? Hey, what's up? The two bros hug and start to talk. What are you doing here? I thought you were dying off from the lab report. Not anymore, man. Selma and I finished it last night. Ahem. I mean, I finished my part last night. Selma completed hers this afternoon. Yeah, dumbass. Here distracted me earlier. Why do you gotta screw her over like that? My attention from the doze is off. I see the 5 more balls still I left out. I might as well get this over with. I picked the remaining balls, put them back in Marcus' bag. He's never told me why. He has the set of balls in each bag. This was the first time I've been seen with him. And speaking of the devil, there was a walking back to talking in the chain scenery. Hello, are they setting up already? Yeah, already. Yeah, it's. Marcus opens his backpack and checks his phone. 6:30. Wow, we went longer than I expected. You tell me. I thought he said they would be here by 6. Guess they were feeling nice today. So, anyways, I put balls away. All 8 of them. Oh, thanks. Marcus proceeds to court them into the double cheek. All 8 are present. Are Vic and Selma still here? Their bags are, at least. Yeah, they're behind you. Look behind you. We turn to see them still talking to the first party goer, and two more guys. Oh yeah, they know some of those guys from engineering departments. Sometimes this part can be this place can be a small world. He looks down and think about something, but it doesn't take him that long to figure out whatever was out. We were planning to going on Harvey's together afterwards, but now that Kenny's out of the equation, I'm not sure what we're doing. Oh, I didn't know we were having dinner together. Not like I had much planned myself. My dad told me there was leftover pizza in the fridge. Sabaco? Yep. I know you don't like that stuff, but when you're at uni, it saves you. But it's not the point. I'll ask them and, and see what they want to do. So you don't like pizza or the brand of pizza? Evan, I need to know. Marcus walks over to the newly formed group chatting away. It would be nice to get familiar with the restaurants around here too. I wonder what Harvey's place is like. Change the plans. They're going to stay here for the party, and they invited us to stay if we wanted to. I don't have anything going on tomorrow myself. Not like I have a job or anything. I'm down if you are. Yeah, it would be nice, but my dad wants me to stay home for an extra day. Says he missed working out with his boys. My heart wasn't set on this, so it's not a problem. Ever since Marcus went off to college, it's just been his parents and his older brother living at home. Do you want to stop anywhere for the dinner before we go back? He gives it some thought. Yeah, sure, we can take Harvey's to go. I want to get back to a reasonable hour. I'm gonna. Sorry again, but I will have to cut the recording one more time, and I'm gonna have to finish the rest of the LP. When LP to finish to where I last stopped, since I didn't realize we would be finishing. Didn't realize the match would be ending really quickly. So after the video cuts again, I will finish the rest where I was at, so I can continue where I left off. Change of plans. I don't think I have enough space for storage for more recording, so I think I'm gonna have to end the episode right here for now. I apologize for all those inconveniences, and I want to continue with all the Your Turn to Die and Ocean Avenues. And while I'm at it, I'm thinking I could do a third visual novel. I can tell you what it is if you want to talk to me down in the comments below. But I think I want to get far with Ocean Avenue and Your Turn to Die before I do anything else. Tell me in the comments below if you liked all the stuff I'm doing to you and doing for you, and I mean what I'm doing for you. My bad, audience, and give support to Dirk the Red Panda and the artist. Once I find the name of the artist and find a link for them, I will post it down below for you all to see. So I want you all to have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for watching my episode if you have, and have a good one. Goodbye.